a video on making a little watertight, airtight container from plastic bottles. So what this is it's the top from two plastic bottles which I've glued together. Although we're not going to glue them today, we're going to do something slightly different. So what you just need to do is you get your plastic bottle, you cut off just underneath that lip there, so you've got slightly bigger surface area, so you can, the bottle goes up there and then it stops there because it's just got that lip there, if the camera will focus. So we just need to cut off under there, and then we are left with that little bit there, which I've just sanded off to get it smooth. So what you can do is you can glue them together using a bit of super glue or plastic cement glue. The only problem is, if you haven't got any glue, that's not very useful. So we're going to melt them together today, which is slightly dangerous because we're melting plastic with a flame. So we can use a blowtorch, we can use a lighter, we can use like heat a piece of metal up on a fire or on the gas, and then we can melt it that way. But we're going to use that today, and hopefully there'll be enough heat in that we can melt the outside enough that it will stick together. So gently heat the outside of this. We might be better off with a blowtorch, but I just kind of want to do it so it's as easy or as cheap as possible. Just don't breathe in the, ideally do this outside, or ideally do this with the extractor on over the cooker hood, but that will be too noisy. So we heat it up until it's melted, and we heat up the other one as well, and it'll make a better contact. Now, some of these plastic bottles have deeper necks, so they will make a deeper container, and there's different sizes as well, so some of them are kind of quite wide and some of them are kind of quite narrow, but pick two that are roughly the same size that you'll be able to sandwich together, and then it'll be a good fit. So we don't want to set it on fire, we just want to melt the plastic, and then heat up the other one again, and hopefully this will work. Otherwise we'll get out the blowtorch, which is a little bit more dangerous, but you get the idea. So is it? No, that's not wanting to melt it. That's not hot enough. We need the blowtorch. Hang on. Right, the blowtorch was going to be far too dangerous, so I'm not going to do that. So I heated up it's a cast iron grill for the top of the cooker. So it's ridged on the other side, and you just put it on the gas, and you kind of grill things on the top of the stove. So I've heated this up, and we've just got the flat side, so it's grill marks on the other side, flat on this side. So let's just put those on there to melt at the same time, and then as they melt we'll be able to just stick them together. So it might take a little while, but I'll show you what it's like when they've melted, and it's hot enough. It might just feels hot, but it just might not be just as hot as it needs to be. Right, so I've just stuck the tops on them because I realised that they were starting to disform, so they started to get sticky. So now when they're hot, what you do is you just sandwich them together like that, and the plastic will melt and hold together. Okay, so you just hold them together like that, and then you've created a little, let it dry, then you've created a little airtight, watertight little container from plastic waste. Now you could say, well, you could just, got plastic stuck to me, you could just say that you can buy those, or you can use a little pill bottle like that, but that's tiny and that fits in your pocket, or in in your bag, or in your car, and just a useful little thing to have. And you've cut down and you've made something out of nothing, really. Plastic bottles are everywhere. So there you go. You don't need to use glue, you just need a hot surface, or if you're really brave, a blowtorch. Maybe not a lighter, they don't just get hot enough, but a fire outside would be better, and then you're not breathing in the plastic fumes. But there you go, just a simple little waterproof little container.